Good morning, this is Wayne Belisle with another Smart Profit Maximizer moment. Today we're going to talk about what to do if you get an IRS letter. And I titled this one on purpose, help, I just got an IRS letter. Because that's the feeling most people have when they get one. But before I go further, let me reintroduce myself a little better. My name is Wayne Belisle. I'm the founder of a local CPA firm. We basically work with small business owners. Mainly, we do some personal tax returns, but I'd say 95% of our work is with business owners and their business taxes, their business finances, and their personal tax returns. Three things we focus on are helping them increase their profits. We do that. I'm the creator of the Smart Profit Maximizing System. July 15th, put that on your calendar. Look at the emails you're going to be receiving. Look at the video I did on Friday. Make sure you sign up for the first challenge we're going to have on, your July 4th Independence Challenge. We're actually starting on the 15th because people go on vacation and don't really want to think about anything. But we're going to start on the 15th. We're going to work on it in a 5-day challenge. Going to give you so much information that's useful and can help you increase your business dramatically, increase your growth, increase your profits, which is the key to business, okay? Second thing we do, we help our clients by doing tax planning, which is the T in SMART. Make more money, you want to keep most of it. In the last 3 years alone, we've helped our clients save over $4.3 million. All right, that's real money that they were able to keep in their pocket, that they were able to not send to the IRS. They were able to fund their retirement, send their kids to school, buy a vacation home, pay off debt, whatever, but they didn't have to send it to the IRS. The third thing, obviously, we do is tax returns. We do them in a way where we hope not to get the IRS letters, but no matter what you do, you're going to get IRS letters. It's simple as that. They happen. So really, truthfully, going to the mailbox or having it delivered to your work and seeing that thing from the IRS and opening it up and saying, we've proposed change, or you owe us. And I've seen some bad ones, all right? The worst I saw was one of our clients had $600,000 that IRS was demanding. That was outrageous because the most they made in any 1 year was $150,000. So how'd they get the $600,000? Well, we'll get to that. Let me answer that. I don't want to leave you hanging too long. Basically, the guy was a day trader, and since he lost a little money, he didn't feel like he needed to put it on his return. Problem is, he took the same $40,000, $50,000 and turned it, and every sale was reported to the IRS without the expense. So he had $2 million in total sales of that $50,000, and he kept investing, selling, and the panic call I got from him and his wife was rather, like, send me the letter, let's talk about it. Okay, we need to amend the return, report the gain and the actual loss that you received. He was trying to hide it from his wife. That didn't work so well once the wife opened the letter from the IRS saying you owed $600,000. So the very first thing you're going to do when you receive an IRS letter is don't panic. My experience is at least half of them are wrong. Many times the IRS computer is kicking out a notice based on income reported to them from the 1099 that was left off the return incorrectly, like you sold a house, you lost money on the house. This is pretty common with us. But, didn't bother to show it. Or that your first house, if you lived in it in 2 out of the last 5 years, you can have $250,000 in gain and not pay tax on it. And so you don't need to put that on a return, or your preparer doesn't put it on a return. They didn't ask the right question. The title company sends a 1099-S, which reports the sale. So the trick is you need to make sure that you just amend the return and report the sale, and you'll be fine. But, a lot of times the 1099 is on the return, the income that's shown on the return, but the IRS can't quite match it. All right, it came from one company, you stick it somewhere else. It's a lot of times. So if you don't owe it, but if the other thing though, half the time they're right. There's things that happen. One of the best ones, you go gambling and you win some money and they send a 1099, you don't bother to tell your tax preparer, whatever it may be, all right? So if you owe money but can't pay, the IRS has a procedure in place to set up a payment plan. There's also procedures in place if it's so large that you don't think you're ever going to be able to pay. So get with a tax preparer or CPA tax. They'll send you to a tax attorney if it's really complicated. The second thing you should do is bring the letter to your tax preparer. So first, don't panic. Second, get it to us. We have much more experience with dealing with these letters and can usually tell you what's going on right away. And we're not going to panic. We know there's time, even if it says, like, I had somebody call me, it says I got to answer by July 6th. This is the IRS we're talking about. It'll take them 60 days to figure out you didn't answer. You know, and that's third. Don't ignore the letter, though, okay? The problem won't go away. The IRS collection letter may be wrong, but the IRS is very good at collecting on anything they think you owe, all right? Please don't wait until you get the intent to levy letter. At that point, you really do need to take it very seriously. Now, there's no consistency. There's supposed to be a series of 3 or 4 letters, and normally there are. But I've had instances where we didn't see the first, second, and third, and all of a sudden we get the 4th one. And it's from clients that I believe, okay? There's other clients that they blew it off and brought it to me when they thought they were going to be levied. So please answer the first one while there's time to question. Bring that one in. That's the one we need to answer. And finally, have some patience. I mean, you're dealing, like I said, with the IRS. You're dealing with a large government bureaucracy that just isn't that experienced, isn't that efficient. I mean, they're pretty experienced at collecting money, but they're not that efficient. So sometimes it takes us 2, 3 letters, a couple of calls, and still sometimes we have to send them to a tax attorney to really go after them. All right, look, at the end of the day, if you're going to be in business, you're going to have to file tax returns. Your tax returns are more complicated than the average bear, more likely to be looked at. You usually have more moving parts. So sooner or later, you're going to get an IRS letter. Follow these rules. Don't panic. Get it to your tax preparer early, all right, and don't ignore them. All right. Until next time, this is Belisle saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much.